All right. Good morning, students. So today we are going to learn what is a arithmetic progression. What are the definition of this? What are different types based upon different parameters? What is general term of AP? And then what is difference between AP and sequence? And what is the common difference? And few one or two numericals based on this. So students, you see that normally first we should understand what is a sequence. So when you talk about sequence, it's basically, n numbers. It may be like 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, any sequence, right? The sequence may be orderly, means there must be some definition, particular definition to write the next number, or simply in orderly sequence, no definition. Like if you look at this sequence 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, what's the difference between 3 and 2? 1. What's the difference between 5 and 3? 2. What's the difference between 7 and 5? 2. And here difference is 2. So sometimes difference is 1, sometimes difference is 2. So there's no particular definition. Okay, but let's talk about another sequence. Let's say I have 3, 6, 9, 12. All right. Now, let's talk about another sequence. Let's say 10, 20, 30, 40 till infinity. Right. Now, if you closely observe this sequence, guys, if you subtract the first term from the second term, the difference is 3. Now, if you again subtract 6 from 9, difference is 3. Or you can say if you add 3 to 3, you get 6. The same number, if you add to 6, you get 9, and so on. But then it's ending here. You could say this is a finite sequence with some particular definition. But if you talk about the sequence, this is also some definition, some proper, you could say that some proper definition is there to define the next term. Like for example, if I say this is the first term of sequence, if I add 10 to this, I get next term, and that is always till infinity. Now, in this sequence, there are finite terms. I call it finite sequence, and this is infinite sequence. Now, there's a difference between this sequence and these two sequences is that there's no particular definition of this. But these sequences have definition, and hence these sequences are known as arithmetic progression. Both these sequences are arithmetic progression. Now, what's the difference between these two arithmetic progression? Well, this is finite and this is infinite. So basically, this is the categorization of AP on the basis of number of terms. Number of terms. So on the basis of number of terms, I can always say finite and infinite AP. Right. So once again, to summarize, what's the difference between sequence and AP? If I just write any numbers, if I just write any numbers, maybe finite or infinite, that's a sequence. But if those numbers have a particular relationship, all the numbers have particular relationship between them, especially if there's a fixed number, you add that fixed number to the first, you get second. You add that number to second, you get third. You add that number to third, you get fourth. In this sequence particularly, that definition is not there. But in these two sequences, that definition is there. So this is just a sequence. But these sequences are known as arithmetic progression. Arithmetic. It relates to arithmetic and it's progressing in a certain defined fashion. All right, guys. So basically, what is the definition of AP? AP is basically a sequence or list of numbers in which each term, these are the different terms, is defined by adding a fixed number to the preceding term except the first term. Now you see that this is the thing. Each term 20, 30, 40 is obtained by adding 10 to the preceding term. Preceding term means last term, except first term, because there is no preceding term to the first term. Perfect, guys. So types of sequences, types of arithmetic progression based upon number of terms is over. Now there's another, parameter. On the basis of that, we can define arithmetic progression. For that, we have to understand what is common difference. Common difference, guys. You must have, you know, uh, got a guess, fair guess by now. That let's say I take a sequence 7, 9, 11, 13, and till infinity. Now, guys, if you see this, uh, this is the arithmetic progression, because if I add 2 to 7, I get 9. If I add 2 to 9, I get 11. If I add 2 to 11, I get 13. And this is an infinite AP, right? Because it extends till infinity. Now, guys, this number, which is added to the preceding number to get the next number, is known as common difference, represented by D. All right. So what is D? Now, D is basically difference of any term and the preceding term, right? Now, care should be taken that you should subtract the preceding term from the next term, right? Once again, you must subtract this term 7 from the next term, right? Now, one more thing, uh, based upon common difference, I can have a new definition of arithmetic progression. I can write arithmetic progression in a different way, like first term can be A1, right? Second term can be A2, third term can be A3, and so on. Now, the first term is A1. How will I get second term? A2 would be, if I add D to the first term, I get second term. Now, if I add D to this term, I get next term. So next term would be A1 plus D is 2D. All right, guys. Now the next term would be, if I add D to this, so it will be A1 plus 3D. If it is finite, and here, if it has 4 terms, if it is infinite, just extend till infinity. So this is basically the concept of common difference. Like to, elaborate a little bit more, let's take two sequences like 7, then 10, 13, 16, right? And then take one more sequence, which is going downwards, let's say 10, and then maybe 8, 6, uh, 4 till infinity. All right, guys. Now this is basically, number of terms are limited. It's a finite AP. I call it AP. Why? Because there's a fixed term which should be added to the preceding term to get the next term. And that number, common difference here is 3, right? The general definition of common difference can be, you have any term, general term, nth term as an. What is an? An is nth term, general term. I call it general term also. General term. General term of AP is an. We're going to have the formula for calculating general term also. You might have got an intuition how to calculate that. Now, an is general term, or you can say nth term. An is, nth term. Now, what will be the term preceding an? That will be an minus 1. Now, basically, an minus an minus 1 is equal to d. Well, don't take it complicated. An can be third term. So the value of n is 3. So third term, I'll write A3. Is 30 in here? Now, what is an minus 1? In this case, an minus 1 is A3 minus 1, that is A2. A2 in this case is 10. So an minus an minus 1. What does that mean? That means A3 minus A2, and can be anything, right? Is equal to what? 13 minus 10 is equal to 3. You see, the value of D is positive. When the value of D is positive, the AP would go up. The numbers would increase as compared to the preceding number. But see the case of this. Again, in this case, my common difference D is any term. We take, let's say, fourth term. This is fourth term, A4 minus the preceding term, A3. That's same as AN minus AN minus 1. So in this case, it is 4 minus 6. I told you once again that you should always subtract this number from the next number. All right. So 4 minus 6 is minus 2. Guys, this D has negative value. Negative value common difference means, boom, it goes down. The arithmetic progression would go down. I'm going to say that the preceding number will be greater than the next number. Or you can say the next number will be smaller than this number. This number is greater than this. This number is greater than this number, and this number is greater than this number, right? So basically, it's decreasing. Am I right? So in this case, this number would be smaller than this number, would be smaller than this number when the D is positive. When the D is negative, it's going to be like this. So this is the two ways arithmetic progression can be categorized. Number one, on the basis of terms, finite AP and infinite AP. Number two, on the basis of whether your D is positive or negative. In case your D is positive, your AP is increasing. You are getting success. You're going high. Every time your marks are increasing. And in case your D is negative, that means your marks are going down. You're in a bad company, you know. So make sure you cross-check yourself with your teacher or with your books or with your parents. All right, guys. The last term could be the last thing we're going to discuss today is the general term of AP. Journal term of a AP. Now, general term of a AP, as I've told just before, is represented by AN. Now, let's say we have a AP, A1, comma, A2, comma, A3. Let's say this is a infinite AP, right? Now, we know that. How we got the first term? First term was simply A1, any term. How we got the second term? We added common difference. How we got the third term? A1 plus D, that is A1 plus 2D. So you see intuitively, every term is having first term. If you talk about third term, it has first term, A1 plus, if I talk about third term, it is 3 minus 1 into D. If you talk about second term, how you get first term? You're talking about second term. Second term is A2. So that is 2 minus 1 into D. Guys, from this, you get an intuition how to find the general term. Let's say you want to find out the 17th term. 17th term will be presented by A17. So what will that mean? Every term has A1, first term plus, anyone can say 17 minus 1 into common difference D. All right, guys. Let's say we have a, let's take example. Let's say we have a AP 10, 15, 20, 25, until infinity. Now, guys, you know what's D? D is any term. Take any term minus previous term. 15 minus 10 is 5. All right, guys, D is 5. D is positive. So this is increasing AP. As you can see this is increasing AP. And the interesting thing is, let's say somebody says, these dots shows these are infinite. Let's say somebody says, what is 100th term? All right, now you see that's the beauty of mathematics. You can do calculations fast, like Stone Age person, he was not having his mind developed. But like you learn mathematics, you learn algorithms, you are developed. We can find 8, 10, normally if you find 25, then 30, then 35, you might take 1 hour or 2 hours to reach 8, 10. But you see that applying this formula, general term, general term AN is A1 first term plus N minus 1 into D. This is the general term we got by this observation. So what will be general term here? First term is 10. This is my first term 10 plus, I want to find 100th term. So I must multiply by 99. That is 100 minus 1 into D. And what is D? D is 5. Care must be taken. Be careful. D is positive or negative. If it was negative, put it in the bracket. So this is 100, I'm sorry, 10 plus 99 into 5. So you got this number. Whatever, you just multiply and you get the number, that is 100th term. You can find any term of the AP just by this formula. All right, guys. If you have any doubts, you can always write to me. This is SINGH Singh Onkar 1995 at gmail.com. Wish you all the best. Enjoy mathematics. Don't cram any formula and become a great mathematician. All the best.